Maybe it's the longer days, the extra sunshine, or just the fresh energy in the air, but there is something about the summer that feels like the perfect time to reset and refocus and become our healthiest, happiest, most confident versions of ourselves. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing 8 healthy habits that can transform your mind, your body, and how you feel. Now, the idea of this video is to treat this as a specific plan that you are going to follow for the next 8 weeks. You are going to add these to your calendar, you're going to add them to your routines, and you're going to become this 2.0 version of you. So here's what you're going to do. Number 1 is to start your day with intention instead of rushing. I definitely used to be that person who would wake up and rush around and then basically run out the door. But then I became the person who made a point to not rush in the morning and start my day with more intention, and it truly makes such a difference. When you start your day in a rush, you send your nervous system into this low-level fight or flight state, and that makes it so much harder to feel calm and grounded. And then you're more likely to carry that frazzled energy into the rest of your day. There are so many benefits to having a regulated nervous system, and this is truly one of the best things you can do for your nervous system. There are a few key pieces to this. One is actually giving yourself enough time in the morning so that you don't have to rush. Number 2 is not getting in a rushing mindset, because if this is the way you've been used to living your life, then this may have just become a pattern. It's a mindset your brain is really used to. And so this may involve just reminding yourself to take on a mindset of, okay, slow down. Like, I can do this more slowly. I can do this without rushing. And number 3 is starting the day with more intention, choosing the energy and mindset you want to bring into your day. This might mean reading a book while you sip your coffee. Maybe it's journaling in the morning. Maybe it's dancing around as you get ready. Maybe it's looking at some affirmations. But the point is, you are starting your day with intention instead of rushing around on autopilot. Number 2 is to start your day with water. When we wake up, we are naturally a little dehydrated, and being dehydrated affects so many things. Your energy, your appetite, your digestion, your workouts, your ability to focus, your attention span. So it can help so much to drink some water first thing in the morning. I personally notice such a difference in my morning energy when I drink a full glass of water first thing in the morning versus when I don't. So this is such a great way to help you start the day feeling good, and is one of those habits that can have such a positive domino effect for the rest of your day. Number 3 is having an exercise or movement routine. We all know that exercise is good for us, and that movement is essential for a healthy body, a clear mind, and a positive mood. So you're going to aim to do 3 activities or workouts every single week. And this can be anything. This can be lifting, yoga, Pilates, rock climbing, dancing, pickleball, whatever you enjoy or want to incorporate into your routine. Or if you find it easier to stay consistent when you do something every single day, then you can set some kind of rule, like exercising for at least 30 minutes every single day and just doing whatever you want within that time frame. But also remember that recovery is important too, so make at least 1 or 2 of those days something really gentle, like walking or mobility or some light yoga. Number 4 is getting at least 7,000 steps a day. There are numerous benefits to working out, but those only account for a few hours out of our week, and what we do for the rest of that time definitely makes a difference. Especially in the US, where we tend to live a very sedentary lifestyle, making a point to get more movement in your day can help so much with your energy, your focus, your blood sugar and metabolism. It can help your body feel less stiff. And I have seen time and time again where people won't really change anything else, but they will increase their daily activity, increase their daily steps. And not only will they feel so much better, they will also see changes in their body composition. I believe aiming for at least 7,000 steps every day is a great benchmark, but if you're already hitting that, you can definitely aim for something higher. And this doesn't have to mean just going for walks. The idea is to get more movement throughout the day so you can dance around your house. You can go do sport type activities with your friends. You can walk or pace around while you're on phone calls or meetings. And if you don't have some kind of tracker like an Apple Watch that tells you your steps, then you can aim to go for 2 30-minute walks every single day. Number 5 is to eat balanced meals. Eating balanced meals is one of the best ways you can support your health and well-being and feel and look your best. So when you build your meals, I want you to think about building it in a balance of protein, healthy fats and carbs, and a good source of fiber. Eating balanced meals helps support your hormones and your mood. It helps regulate your blood sugar. It can improve energy and focus. It can help keep you full longer. And it helps ensure you are getting adequate amounts of protein and fiber. If you're a numbers person, I like to suggest that you aim for at least 0.7 grams of protein per your body weight every day and aiming for at least 25 grams of fiber every day. Number 6 is eating whole foods. There are so many different diets out there and so many different opinions, but one thing everyone seems to agree on is eating a diet high in whole, real, nutrient-dense foods. This can do so much for your digestion, your energy, your skin, your hair, your body composition, your hormones, so many things. Completely cutting out or just limiting highly processed foods can make such a difference. So when it comes to your nutrition, we don't need to overcomplicate it. We can keep it simple. Eat mostly whole foods and eat a balance of protein, fat, carb, and make sure you're getting your fiber. Make meals and snacks you enjoy. Please don't try to force yourself to eat something just because you think it's healthy. And just recognize that it is a very ingrained mindset in our society to see this as a very disciplined and restricted way of eating. So I just want to help encourage you to instead see it as a form of self-love and self-respect, and to explore what kinds of whole foods and healthier meals you actually enjoy. Number 7 is having a hard sleep time. Getting enough and good quality sleep improves everything. So you are going to set a hard sleep time, meaning a time where once that time hits, you put everything down, you turn off the lights, and you lay down with the intentions to go to sleep. So for example, let's say you set your time to be 10:30. Once 10:30 hits, if you were reading, you close your book, you turn the lights out, and you lay down to sleep. The goal is to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep, so you can look at what time you normally wake up and then just walk back 7 to 8 hours, and that can be your hard sleep time. Or if right now you're not getting anywhere close to 7 hours of sleep, you can just look at roughly around what time you tend to fall asleep and aim to go to bed at least 30 minutes earlier. Number 8 is weekly planning. Planning is what helps turn good intentions into things we actually do. So set aside 10 to 30 minutes every week to organize and plan for the week. I recommend trying to aim to do this at the same time every week, such as Sunday evenings or Saturday mornings, just to help build that routine and consistency. And then this can be the time where you plan out your workouts for the week or when you're going to do them. It can be when you plan out what meals you want to have for this week or make a grocery list. It can be when you set reminders for certain things on your calendar. It can be when you look at your schedule for the week and have an understanding of what's going on and maybe make adjustments as needed. Making a plan helps make everything that we talked about in this video possible. In creating a routine around this, planning part helps you create routines and systems around everything else, which makes it so much easier to stick with. Now, having this game plan is one thing, but actually doing it is another. So one thing I recommend is really making sure to keep it simple. At the end of the day, these are all pretty simple actions, but our mind tends to overcomplicate things. So if you notice your brain starting to do that, you can just pause and come back to keeping it simple, making it as easy and simple as you can. And 2, the attitude that you approach these with will make such a difference. If you approach it with the attitude of, this is so hard, I have to force myself to do this, I really don't feel like doing this or want to do this, you will not feel as good and have a harder time sticking to it than if you carry an attitude of, how can I make this more fun and enjoyable? This is something I'm doing for myself. I'm excited to meet this new version of myself. This feels really good. I love how this makes me feel. So just remember, at the end of the day, we always get to choose the attitude that we bring to something. Resistance is normal, but allow yourself to step into this new version of you. Allow yourself to feel even better in your own skin. If you are going to follow this plan, then I highly recommend checking out either this playlist or this video over here to help you become your 2.0 self. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.